The Isro, the Indian Space Research Organization's pioneering solar mission, the Aditya L1, is on the cusp of entering a halo orbit around the Sun-to-Earth Lagrange point 1 on Saturday. That is the L1 point. Now, this strategic maneuver will position the spacecraft in a stable vantage point approximately 1.5 million kilometers from the Earth, allowing it to maintain an uninterrupted view of the Sun. Aditya L1's journey began with its launch aboard the PSLV C-57 last year, the 2nd of September, and after a series of complex orbital maneuvers and a 110-day transit, the spacecraft is now all set to conduct its final insertion into the halo orbit. And for more on this, I'm being joined by our special guests on the broadcast, Mr. Srijanpal Singh, Senior Scientist, Founder, Kalam Center, CEO of Homi Lab, is live from our Delhi studio. Also, Group Captain V.N. Jha, who's a Senior Scientist and also former Joint Director, DRDO, joins us live on the broadcast from Bengaluru too. You first, Group Captain V.N. Jha. This, of course, we've had ISRO having a great year in 2023. And right at the very beginning of 2024, we've seen that ISRO again is all set to keep the ball rolling and set new heights. Tell us about what is your vision as far as the Aditya L1 is concerned. Explain to us the importance of it.
ISRO is going to have its hand 2024 and have started very well on the first day of the year with a success note. And we wish ISRO the very best of all in all coming ventures that they have. As far as Aditya 1, Aditya, we call it that is the spacecraft. And since it is going to be placed in the L1 point, that is the Lagrange 1 point, just for sake of better understanding of your viewers, if this is the Earth and the light that is coming on the Earth is from the Sun. Between the Sun and the Earth, Sun has got a gravity which is about 28 times more than the Earth's gravity. So between Sun and Earth, there is a point towards the Sun, about 15 lakh kilometer, where Earth's gravity is equal to Sun's gravity, and that annuls each other. And while Earth is moving around the Sun, it's a huge object, Earth. So when it moves around the Sun, various types of patterns and the whirlpools of gravity, there is no atmosphere, of course, of gravitational forces they have. And that is what is creating another whirlpool sort of thing in front of the Earth towards Sun, about 15 lakh kilometer above. That is the Lagrange 1 point. Spacecraft, which is already heading towards the Lagrange point. It was, I think, the last maneuver was on 15th of September when it was pushed there towards that side. So it is heading towards that. And today sometime, it will be nearing that 15 lakh kilometer where it's a vast area. The Lagrange point, though we call it a point, it is not a point. It's a vast area. Anything ranging from 40 square kilometer to 400 square kilometer. It's a whirlpool sort of thing where the gravitational forces are so annulled with each other that that whirlpool is being created. And Aditya, as it nears there, as it goes away and away from the Earth, towards the Sun, its velocity is being washed out. And at that point, when it is nearing that 15 lakh kilometer, it will be injected into the Lagrange vicinity so that it goes into the Lagrange whirlpool. And there, it will stay stable for another 5 to 10 years, often 15 years as well. And after that, then it goes into a graveyard spin, through which it lands up somewhere else. So that's the object right now. And as your viewers are all aware that Aditya carries a lot of sensors along with this. There are some sensors which will be studying the visible spectrum of the corona of the Sun. There are another two sensors which will be studying the ultraviolet light coming from there. We call it sweet.
solar ultraviolet imaging telescope that we call it, that will be studying the ultraviolet spectrum. And sometime back, about 3 weeks back, we saw a glimpse of the ultraviolet scan of the sun. And then there are two spectrums of the X-rays, low energy X-ray and the high energy X-ray. That also will be studied by the Aditya. And then there are another two spectrums of the solar wind particles. One is the positive particles, protons. Another is the negative particle, papa. One is the aspects, that is the solar wind particles of proton. Negative particles will be studied by papa. And last but not the least is the triaxial high resolution magnetometer also is there, which will be studying as it goes around the sun, that how the magnetosphere that keeps on changing, and how other vibes of the magnetism keep on coming to the Aditya. So we wish ISRO the very best of all. This injection, though it is very tricky, it is the first time ISRO is injecting its spacecraft into the L1 point. It is a tricky maneuver, but we are absolutely sure the professionalism of ISRO is so high today that in all probability, they will be able to easily inject into the L1 point. And as also, just for your viewers, if you have another 30 seconds, as it keeps on going towards the Lagrange point, its velocity keeps on washing out. And as it is now nearing the Lagrange point today, velocity is very little. So with those velocity, it should be able to maneuver the spacecraft into the Lagrange whirlpool fairly easily, either in the first go or second go. There are many chances that it will have. In case if the first maneuver fails, second maneuver will happen. So we are pretty certain that this maneuver will succeed, and wishing ISRO the very best of all.